Oh. Hey everybody, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? How's it going? Sorry, I don't have any cool intro for you today because it's a very, I don't even know how to describe it really. It's kind of sad. It's Orwellian. It's the big brother's coming for you if you have bad opinions, and I don't know, man. Something's weird right now in the political world. The internet came to be a thing, and it gave everybody a voice. And now, if your voice isn't with the mainstream news and the mainstream thoughts, you'll get demonetized. You'll try to get erased, and this is very active right now. It's happening before our very eyes, and it's a very important topic. And I'll talk about kind of the general what happened in the last couple days, months even, and then kind of go into how crypto can help, how cryptocurrency can help these people, and yeah, basically how it can just help. And crypto's main feature, the title of this is censorship resistance, and it kind of the definition of censorship resistance is being able to control yourself and have your voice be heard and do everything that you want to do without some third party telling you that you can't. And that's kind of the whole thing, is it's peer to peer, right? There's no peer to middleman to peer that can shut you down. And so we will go into some news real quick while people start trickling in. Thanks for joining me. I'm Collin. I said, if you didn't know that, I don't know how the hell you got here, but what's up? Let's try to have a good time today. But yeah, so this is cool. I see you're actually in the chat. John, Bitcoin Out Loud. Check out his channel, Bitcoin Out Loud. But yeah, really cool new thing. You can now send Bitcoin Cash to mobile phones using CoinText and Electron Cash. So just check it out.
You can now send Bitcoin Cash directly to a phone number in Electron Cash using CoinText. Just go to the Send tab, enter CoinText, and then the phone number. I'm going to send 5 cents. The button is changed to show that you're going to send a CoinText transaction. Send, confirm, broadcasting transaction. Payment sent, there it is on the phone. That's fast. That's nuts. It's the future.
It's the future. So yeah, super awesome. Now that I'm on it, I'm going to bring up this other thing that includes CoinText. And basically what CoinText do is you can essentially send somebody an invoice through a text message, but with a 6-letter code. And shout out to Captain Cook. I believe he has a video in here somewhere. Video below. Here it is. And yeah, it's super awesome. We won't watch this whole thing, but I like the little acting they got going on too.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, I want to receive 280 cities worth of this seed. All right, thank you.
Boom, we're in Ghana. He wants to
So
send some money.
you can create the invoice and let me see it so that you take
Right.
it from there.
He's creating an invoice.
The invoice.
So he just created this invoice, and there's a code on there if you didn't see it.
So I would like to make a very quick call so that funds can be sent.
All right, no problem.
So this is his homie.
Hello, Mustafa.
Yes, Lamin, hello. I'm ready to receive the funds.
Okay, can you please give me the code?
Okay. Yes, the code is GEWCS.
Okay. Okay,
GEWCS.
I got it. Let me just send it.
Okay.
So he sent that
Okay.
to CoinText, to the CoinText number, and then
Okay, let me send the confirmation code now.
so then he got the invoice, and then
Okay.
he responds with the confirmation code to actually send his coins. And he sends the confirmation code, and there it goes. He just
Have you
sent
received it?
BCH from Germany all the way to Ghana. So CoinText is fucking awesome. I guess really the middleman there is just your phone provider. It's not like a bank or anything. It's literally like somebody that could shut down your phone number, whoever has your SIM card. They're really the only person that could shut you down. So that's very, very cool. Cointext is awesome for censorship resistance, especially in countries where there isn't, I mean, shit, anywhere, man. Freaking anywhere. If you don't want to download an app, Cointext is where the hell it's at. Some other news that was brought to my attention today. Blockstream pays their employees a shit ton of money. Who would have thought, right? And everybody loves Blockstream here. They're the best thing to ever happen to Bitcoin. By far. By far. And so they have raised $100 million from investors, including Colossa Ventures, AXA, Mosaic Ventures, DG Fund Lab, and many more. And it was then used to buy Bitcoin, which is given to employees as effectively bonuses at extremely favorable rates. And this has led to many employees being paid extremely inflated salaries. And so when they join Blockstream, they negotiate to have some of their pay in BTC at below market rate. And it's paid out over a 5-year period. And I believe it stays the same rate for that whole 5-year period. So for many employees, this rate is as low as $350 per BTC. And so like instead of like just diverting some of your fiat into BTC, it's like this huge bonus, like a 10 times bonus at least, right? And so if an engineer started at $150K a year, extra 20% was paid in Bitcoin, 20% would be 30K. And then if they buy a 30K of Bitcoin at a $350 rate, they get 85 BTC, which is essentially $700,000. So theoretically, an employee at Blockstream could be making $800,000. And I did check some of these sources out. It does seem fairly legit, but this just brought to my attention today. Thought it was super, super interesting. But yeah, I'm guessing it sounds like Adam Back gets paid like $1 million a year. And so a bonus for trolling, I guess. So good job, Blockstream. You're awesome. So yeah, apparently this is going to run out within a year. So apparently they're going to launch a new scheme quick. And so yeah. So there you go, Blockstream. And then Facebook Coin, literally called Global Coin. I don't know what like it's seriously like dystopian at some point. Like literally called Global Coin. Like, okay, we're gonna unite the world under our Facebook coin that's called the Global Coin. But anyways, it costs $10 million to run your own node. So if you're worried about big blocks, because it costs a lot to run a node, well, you're gonna absolutely fucking hate Facebook Coin. And obviously, I don't think this is like a good thing by any means. But yeah, $10 million. So censorship resistance if you're rich as fuck. So those node operators, they can basically like there can't be that many people that are going to dish out 10 mil to do this. And also, if you have a node, you can send a representative to send to the independent foundation that would operate Global Coin. So governance. Liquid. Have you heard of side chains? Yeah, that's where they try to make their money somehow. I don't know how, but because it's supposed to be like cheap and better than the blockchain. So you got to make the blockchain look really, really unattractive. So people use the side chains, and then like the more unattractive you make the blockchain, the more you can charge on the side chain, right? I need to tweet out that I'm live real quick, actually. Sorry, guys. I totally forgot to do this. Stand by. Throw up some music for you. Yeah, throw the question in the chat. We'll get into like the main topic here pretty soon. Cameron. Live right now. Join me. Okay. All right. And so yeah, it kind of started all, this was last summer, I believe. So yeah, August 2018. He was kind of the first one to really get hit Alex Jones. He was removed from Apple, Facebook, and YouTube. So like iTunes, his podcast, Facebook, all of his pages, all of these YouTube videos, just completely axed, just gone. They're trying to get rid of him. And agree with him or not, he has been right about some things. He's obviously been wrong about some things. Either way, he does not fall in line with the traditional media sources, especially cable news. And so people hate him because he's disrupting things, and people don't like that. People just don't like that. And so, Apple, Google, Spotify, Facebook, Spotify severely restricted the reach. And so, and so basically they're trying to like the whole like fake news narrative, right? They're literally like using this as an excuse to get people they don't agree with off of platforms. Like, hey, I don't agree with you, so get the hell out of here. And so what this is kind of all tying into is that, so again, agree with Milo or not, I'm like, a lot of these people right now are alt-right, and whichever side you swing, left, right, libertarian, anarchist, you should support free speech. And like, if somebody's views are not correct and they're not right, they should be able to have a dialogue and be explained why they're not right. And if they're not right, they should face logic, and their arguments should dissipate, right? But instead, it's just complete censorship. We don't like what you say. We think you're spreading hate. And yes, if you're telling people to go incite violence, that's not good. Like, yeah, don't incite violence. But if you're saying you don't like a religion because of this, as long as you're not like singling out somebody, like, who cares? Who cares? And so, Milo, he was banned from Patreon. And so this is honestly the most interesting part. So 3 minutes, he signed up for Coinbase. 3 minutes later, his account got closed. And so the only thing to me that this means is that his bank accounts are being tracked and he's on some type of list. Like, I know there's some financial list that the U.S. government has. And I don't think he's like actually on that, because it's literally a terrorist, literally like a terrorist list. And anyways, there's something going on, because he was banned 3 minutes after verifying. Like, this man, like, how does this man get money from people, like from his fans? Like, how? No Patreon. I mean, obviously cryptocurrency is the answer. You just put up an address, nobody can shut it down, and that's the answer. And I think what is going to start happening here is you're going to see all these people that are getting censored, all the alt-right, like, start using cryptos, and all of a sudden cryptocurrency is a Nazi thing. I mean, it's already kind of been labeled as that. There's stupid articles about how like Nazis love Bitcoin, but it's because people, I mean, I don't support Nazis, whatever, but it's because they don't have any other option. And the powers that be are restricting them completely. And some other person who is been demonetized. And so I'll circle back here. I think everybody here has heard of localbitcoin.com, because if it's so wrong, it's probably not hard to get on the terrorist list, inevitably. Yeah, I mean, I feel like just me speaking up against these things, against like the block streams and against the bigger controlled, invested in by the huge people. I mean, I'm preparing myself to, I mean, I know I'm not big enough yet to like be a target, but if I do get to that point, I'll already be like financially in a place where it won't be a problem to me. Like, I don't even monetize like any of my YouTube videos, because one, I probably wouldn't make a lot of money, but and I probably shouldn't come right strong from places, but it's something I wouldn't even like try to rely on, because I know it can be so like wishy-washy. And so obviously, like, if you like, Milo could use localbitcoin.cash if he wanted to, and there's no KYC, like the government doesn't know you're on this, and Bitcoin.com never touches the coins, and so it's honestly like one of the best alternatives right now. I did get into a little spit fight, whatever you want to call it, with Mike Dudas of the Block today on Twitter, and they wrote something about local Bitcoin not accepting cash anymore, and then somebody responded like, "Hey, why is nobody covering localbitcoin.cash, which literally does not hold funds? It is not a money transfer transmitter. Why is nobody covering this?" And it's like, it's the Bcash effect. It's the censorship effect. It's the ban from our Bitcoin. It's all of this is like kind of all ties together. it's the powers that be don't want this peer-to-peer thing to happen because they want to stay in control of everything. Spit fight, spat fight, whatever. Yeah, so Soph, if you didn't know, she's this 14-year-old girl who you could say her views are alt-right, but you could just say it's like a truth thing. Like, again, but anyways, apparently she made a threat against a YouTube employee on one of her videos, and yeah, she was just completely demonetized. Completely demonetized. And this was 2 weeks ago. And this is a 14-year-old girl. This is literally a 14-year-old girl. And so she's on BitChute. I'll go into this a little later. It's basically the YouTube alternative. It's peer-to-peer, I believe, somehow. Like, it can't be shut down. Like, everybody hosts the videos. I'm not sure exactly, but it's the alternative to YouTube, essentially. Okay, and so we kind of get into what the hell happened yesterday with all the censorship. It was, yeah. So this is not safe for work. So if you're softy, tune out now.
We get to the video with our favorite lispy sprite from Vox. It's ridiculous. It's bonkers. You're being given a free pass as a crappy writer because you're gay.
That center line on his little queer graph there. What is
Well,
that
now
line?
the graph is queer.
Violence, filth.
Okay, so the little queer can eat his chips all nonchalantly. It's code for rape, Mr. Queer eating chips on the Vox channel. Chip, 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 but you can eat just one, like dicks. This is what Mr. Gay Vox wants to do. Mr. Lispy Queer from Vox. What were you holding, Gay Latino from Vox? Even his hand movement in fast motion is gay. Now we're here with the short-haired angry lesbian on Skype. And cable news bitching. Two gay guys sitting there eating a banana. We get the symbolism there. The truth is hiding in a closet 2 weeks later, probably along to his next Pride Parade outfit. This guy on the gay semi-Latino Vox. Oh, okay, so you really are just an angry little queer. All right, I can't deal with this Sprite anymore. Okay, he just sachets across without, the gay Vox Sprite is wrong! Now he could be a tranny, Your Honor. How many lispy, angry Sprites and Vox sachet across your screen and try and tell you otherwise? Or you, by the way, the gay Mexican guy, the gay Latino V-neck.
Okay, so you kind of get the idea, right? And so so obviously this guy's this is James Crowder, and he's basically making fun of this Carlos guy. He's basically calling him queer, gay, Mexican, which all is true, but it's not being said in a very nice fashion. Honestly, you could just call it bullying. Like, he's not like saying, hey, go dox this dude, go swat this dude. Anyways, this dude got super uptight about all this and he cries to YouTube every tweet after tweet after tweet. And also Crowder, he sells a "Socialism is for Fags" t-shirt, which is what you see right here, and that is his face, I believe. So I guess that's kind of offensive, but anyways, all this happened, and then all of a sudden, all these people got banned. All these people got demonetized. They got that's not really important. And so this is his website, Louder with Crowder, and he got completely demonetized from YouTube. And he gets like 50,000 live viewers like every day. Like, he makes a shit ton of money off YouTube, and all of a sudden, because yes, he was making fun of this guy, but again, this is bullying. This isn't like inciting violence. This dude's just crying. And anyways, yes, he did take his shirt down, the "Socialism is for Fags" one. But I mean, I'm pretty sure he's still demonetized. Let me find him real quick. Yeah, and there was like it wasn't just him yesterday either. It was a lot of people. Crowder, Steven. Sorry, I don't know why I said James Crowder. It's Steven Crowder. And so, yeah, this is his obviously shirt right here. He took it out from his shop. Apparently, it's still in his header. But basically, what happened? This is kind of a better thread. So So YouTube went through and basically demonetized a ton of videos that had anything to do with the alt-right Nazism, whether supporting or even like criticizing it, or even just like presenting protest. And this is what Fort Fisher does. And he's a journalist, and we can check out his YouTube, but it's literally just like raw, unedited footage of like protests. And he got his shit. Oh, so he did get 2 videos taken down, actually. Sorry. One was about like a Holocaust denier confronted, and apparently in this video it documented him being shut down. And so like obviously like Holocaust denying is like something that's kind of like super edgy, right? But this is like shutting them down, but it was like an auto flag thing. So YouTube just like started this auto flag thing and just started deleting and demonetizing a bunch of shit, right? And so yeah, it was a bunch of different videos. And let me go to this dude's YouTube real quick, because it's like the most like non-biased thing I've ever seen. But since it has, hey, I'm live right now. And so like anti-Trump MAGA activist kind of. So it's literally just like presenting this confrontation, right? Like, yeah, this kid's probably a shithead, but I mean, the smirk with the hat's like a mainstay of hate, I guess, now, because we said so, even though he's only getting pushed around. Anyway, so you kind of get the idea. It's literally just video footage, and this is basically all this channel is. It's called News to Share because he licenses his videos out to like news, and it's used in a bunch of different documentaries. Talks like Chelsea Manning, so all this stuff, and all of a sudden he's getting see ya. And also somebody else, Press for Truth, also got caught in this crossfire of demonetization. And so yeah, this is, we were not gonna watch this all. And so yeah, this title kind of says it all. Urgent. It's YouTube financial purge is not about money, it's about control. And yes, and so this guy does have Bitcoin on his website, but this guy, sorry, this is a bad video to click on. I did tweet about this guy the other day, but he went to Bilderberg. We all love Bilderberg, right? Shout out to Blockstream. But yeah, he went to Bilderberg and kind of covered just like talking to people, and he actually, so check this out. This is the YouTube CEO, Google CEO, Eric Schmidt. Smiley boy. Oh, come on, where's this right here? Quite the intro.
Mr. Schmidt, there's a lot of big tech people here this year. There were last year as well. And since then, we've seen the removal of a lot of conservative voices online. Is that stemming from discussions at Bilderberg?
What's your take, especially with your role that you played in the fake news kind of dialectic that you put out there with the nonprofits that you supported? You were close with Hillary Clinton, and there does seem to be some kind of collusion.
You believe this shit?
Well, I'm asking you.
You clearly do. Okay.
Well, let's not curse here. We don't want this video to be demonetized on YouTube.
Let's correct the narrative. Well, I mean,
yeah, you can.
Does Google have a political stance? Maybe that's
enjoy your evening.
If we're incorrect, we would love to have a word from you to correct the record. Civilly, without curse words.
A neutral company?
And so yeah, they literally joke about YouTube videos getting demonetized, and this was like a week ago. And then all of a sudden his channel gets completely demonetized. So totally a coincidence. Totally a coincidence. And so yeah, this is the News to Share guy, Patreon. And we'll circle back around to Patreon in a second. And yeah, this is like, this guy's obviously alt-right or whatever, like pro-gun, pro-life, two genders, Trump supporting, which like isn't even like these aren't even like extreme view. If you took like these views away from this current political climate, I feel like these aren't even extreme views. But anyways, deplatform this. Yeah, there you go. And censorship. And so yeah, this is another soap thing. And so this is kind of the article that BuzzFeed wrote about SOF. YouTube's newest far-right foul-mouthed red-pilling star is a 14-year-old girl, and then they like blur her face. Like, cool. Like she literally, she's on. Blurring the face is just like so ridiculous. Like, let's protect her. Let's protect her. She's so innocent. Like, dude, this kid knows more about politics than you. And anyways, this is basically just like a big hit piece on her. And then she was demonetized. And so yeah, I signed up for BitChute the other day, and I just noticed something really cool So I went to monetization. So, and there's Bitbacker. So Bitbacker's like on BitChute, super cool, super awesome. And so like if you go to one of my videos, I literally only uploaded one so far. But yeah, you click on tip or pledge, and then like you just
scaling debate in Bitcoin.
You just click Bitbacker, and then it would shut up you. And then you click Bitbacker, and it goes to my Bitbacker, which really needs some updating. There's too many platforms right now, decentralized platforms, but I forget about which ones I'm on. And so that's really cool. Obviously, I hope you know about memo.cash as well. It's basically like a Twitter. So yeah, these are kind of the alternatives to Twitter and YouTube. So it's funny, Twitter seems like a decent guy now compared to YouTube, but you don't really make money off Twitter, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, so Minds is basically like a Twitter. Gab and Minds, I'm not sure the huge difference between them, but they both purported as free speech platforms. I hope one of them takes off and just takes over. Like these big tech, Silicon Valley, are just pushing their agendas, and we thought the internet was supposed to be for free speech, but everybody's congregated into these single platforms, and the government has wrestled control, and that's kind of where we are right now. And I mean, decentralize all the things, right? Who acquired it? Oh yeah, where is it? I just actually had that up. Yeah, so they were acquired by Floaty app, and so apparently Draper has backed them. So I do have very high hopes for Bitbacker. I hope it keeps taking off, because the crypto-based alternative is completely necessary, especially when you see things like Milo gets banned from Patreon. Like, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. And yeah, so there was like a list of people that got demonetized, but most of them are like Nazi alt-right. But again, first they came for the journalists, and they came for, I don't know, you know how the saying goes, something about the Holocaust. Spice token is dope. Buy Spice. Should be on exchange soon. Yeah, that was definitely that's kind of really all I got for tonight. I'm really hot. My AC's been kind of out, and the dew needs to come in the morning. It's supposed to be all about censorship resistance. All right, let me check it out. I'm sweating over here. Jesus Christ. Shareable block lists. So this is paid content. This is just like a landing page for now. Coming soon, yeah. So yeah, look like another alternative. So it looks like a good acquisition for them. Floaty.app. Yeah, so this the Bcash effect, right? It's kind of been like a thing lately. So this local.bitcoin, right? It's super innovative. Check data sig. You now can do on-chain non-custodial escrow, which is like a brand new fucking thing in Bitcoin, like never been done before. And local.bitcoin.com has it, and nobody covers it. And so, like, this is kind of funny. Let's see. There's so many threads off of this shit. I think it's all of this. And so, yeah, basically what happened was Mike Dudas, who's, I mentioned him earlier, I think he's the CEO of the block. I covered, let me go to the thread real quick, sorry. Man, Twitter threads sometimes are just like, what the fuck's going on? Okay. So, yeah, here we go. Finally found it. And so, yeah, so Hayden says, localbitcoin.com removes cash trades, make headlines on all crypto media. Localbitcoin.com launches fully non-custodial, encrypted, no KYC, peer-to-peer trading platform for Bitcoin Cash. Well, it sounds like a mouthful. That's like literally what happened. On-chain, non-custodial, escrow. It's an innovation on Bitcoin. Like, you don't, like, I think people are just like used to not having innovation on Bitcoin because they're so used to BTC just doing absolutely fucking nothing that they just like, people don't understand that BCH is a form of Bitcoin, and anything theoretically BCH does, BTC could just implement if they wanted to, but they won't because they don't hard fork. And then Mike says, we've only written about this 2 times a week. Totally ignored it. And like, you don't understand what we're saying. And then David asks if he's parody news. And then, of course, Mike Dudas goes into, I'm blocking you because they don't have time for folks who accuse us of bias. Like, you're biased. All of crypto news is biased. If you say you're not biased, you're wrong. Of course, I'm biased to BCH. If you think you're not biased, you're wrong. You're wrong. And people that say they're not biased, don't trust those people. Don't trust those people. But yeah, I call it the Bcash effect, right? Because it all kind of started out with Thamos moderation. I'm literally just click that and yeah. I mean, this is why I'm wearing the shirt, because censorship, and it comes down to this thing like what is censorship really? Because like, yeah, people moderate this website, and I guess you could call it private property, so they can do what they want. But when it's like when it's the main spot to discuss something, and you ban dissenting opinions, that's censorship. And when you ban discussion because it's something you don't like, it's censorship. Unless they're like inciting violence or like, again, truth will prevail without censorship. And when people are seeing their narratives being broken down because they're not true, they resort to censorship. And it's just what we're seeing right now. And it's funny, it's the censorship of these alt-right people are making me more sympathetic to them. And all of a sudden, now I'm going to be called a Nazi because I support people not getting banned off YouTube. And it makes me actually go to their videos and watch them. Like, why did they get banned? What is so dangerous about these people? And it's the Barbara Streisand effect, right? And while it seems like that to me, maybe to your normie, yeah, they're not going to stumble upon an Alex Jones video on YouTube anymore, and they won't get radicalized, right? But yeah, it's the interesting times we're living in right now, and it makes them more extreme. Yeah, it definitely does, because I don't know if BitChute is completely like this now, but like when people start getting banned from social media, they obviously go to a different site, and this different site all of a sudden is filled with all these people that have been banned. And so all of a sudden you have a completely like echo chambered site. And so like to your normie, like DTube is a good example of this. Like you go to their page and it's maybe it's not quite. But yeah, basically if all the dissenting voices go to one platform, then the platform is just going to be for dissenting voices. And so you don't want that either, because that's just polarizing. That's just extremism going both ways now. And if you don't have an open discourse, you'll never find the middle ground, and you'll never find the truth. And fuck censorship. That's all I got to say about that. Fuck censorship. Is the biggest influence on the history of the scaling debate of Bitcoin. Prove me wrong. And so this is calling it like it is, and I'm calling it like it is, and Thamos sucks. And Thamos sucks, and we're the anti-Thamos squad. Squad up. So we're coming for you. We're coming for you, people. You cannot silence us. We're here for peer-to-peer cash. And good luck. Good luck. And so if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my YouTubes. I think I'll hop over on DLive. Man, I'm fucking dying right now. It's so hot. It's so hot, so hot, so hot. I might open this window. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out on DLive and Twitch for a little bit. Probably just shit post. Please join me. Please join me. I'm trying to get 200 subscribers on DLive so you can change your video quality as you watch me live. But DLive is the alternative to Twitch. It's got cryptocurrency built in. Of course, I just have my QR code on screen, so you don't really have to tip me through a website. But yeah, just trying to reach to the crowd on DLive because PewDiePie is on there. And PewDiePie is probably one of the most popular people in the entire world and more influential than a lot of news organizations. People try to censor him on YouTube. He gets videos demonetized all the times as well. And Twitch takes 50% of his earnings when he's live streaming, so he's going to DLive where they only take 9 or where they only take 10. DLive banned Alex Jones. Yeah, I know, it's sad. There needs to be a like, how do you build something decentralized that doesn't censor though? It's especially with the resource heavy site like video streaming, live streaming. And if there becomes an actual one, that would be great. Do I play Rocket League? Yes, I do. Do you want to play with me, Rocket League? I would be really down to play right now. I do need to download on this computer though, and hook up my Xbox controller. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'm gonna hop on DLive/Twitch. I'm gonna throw both those links in the YouTube chat right now. Come hang out with me, and I will be back in like 2 minutes. I gotta change some settings of mine. But thanks for hanging out. This is Collin, like it is. Like and subscribe, and see you every Monday, Thursday at 9 p.m. I need to try and get another guest on here at some point, get this channel going a little better. But yeah, please share my stuff around. We just got to build this up. I want to kind of be the hub of peer-to-peer cash news, and just topics that people are interested, that's topical at the time, and just kind of build the audience, build the community, and just be the spot where we can all congregate, hang out, talk shit, and push peer-to-peer cash for the world. So that's what we're here for. Thank you everybody for hanging out. Have a good night.